Miss Monique, my sweet, you had a bad episode, girl. Everything you stepped in was smelly. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag in all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 3, episode 7. And as I said, Monique Samuels, everything you stepped in, honey, stuck to your shoe, and it stunk. The whole episode. It was just bad. We start off with Monique and Candace. And she's basically telling Candace that Charisse is her girl, okay? And when the chips all fall, that she basically is going to have Charisse's back. Well, this is not a good look for you, Monique, because you're the motherfucker who put the battery in Candace's back. You're the one who sat around and told Candace, don't let them talk to you like that, girl, because I will been jumped up and pulled my boots off and been all in her face. And that was you. That was you. And then they ran, y'all know better than to play with Bravo Andy like that. He ran tape back of you saying the shit. We're going to talk about it though, but you put a battery in her back and then threw her right the fuck on up underneath the bus. Not a good look. I don't know what this is going on. It's always been a little thing with Monique. I kind of liked her, but she leaned into the kind of not category. Just you, and this ain't all editing. You got some shit with you, boo. Monique, my sweet honey, that's you. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. That was a mess. And I'm looking at Candace and I'm saying Candace is listening, but Candace had to look like, bitch, you can get this work too. Because that kind of seems the route that Candace might would go. You may not want to do that. Because we just say Candace is a little bit about it. But okay, whatever. Moving on. Karen, they go to their first little dinner. And it becomes the Karen show. I said, what the hell's wrong with the Crypt Keeper? She gets in the dinner and just goes the hell off. She starts snapping out on Charisse and Giselle, and she's mad all about shit that they said about Ray that they already apologized for, but you talk about you mad about it. So she starts it all back over again. I said, okay, so I sat and I watched you all be contradictory this whole time as y'all were telling Candace about when something goes down, you can't be waiting until later and then coming back and bringing it up. But this is what y'all been doing the whole episode. This is what we known y'all to do for 3 whole seasons. This is what y'all do. And Candace got to a point where I just was watching Candace. I think I'm really liking Candace because Candace was just sitting around and taking it all in. She's steadily taking it all in, and she's looking at them. And the longer they were there at the little place, the more she realized all these bitches are ridiculous, and they're not even worth the conversation. And they're not. They are ridiculous. That whole little thing, the way you all maneuver and the way y'all all move, y'all ridiculous. Y'all ridiculous. And Candace can see the forest through the trees, and I'm so here for it. I'm so here for a mess. Ashley sitting right there at the goddamn table, and her mammy was sitting up there texting her, begging for $500. I said, bitch, really? Really, bitch, you act like a motherfucking crackhead. She gives me crackhead tease, and I'm so over. I'm so sick of Ashley's mother, and she should be sick of her. I'm sick of the bitch for you. That crackhead shit. You can't even be on vacation for this begging whore. It was just a mess. You steadily ready to be thrown out into the streets, and all your mother has for you in the situation is begging for something else. Do yourself a favor, throw that bitch in the damn Hudson River somewhere, Annie. Just a mess. Anyway, moving on. While ever Karen's going after Sharice and Giselle, Robin's like, well, wait a minute. Well, what is happening here? And baby, she went so in on Robin. I was like, "Done, this is crazy." She just like started just lighting Robin. I was like, well, what? Damn, Karen. And then she topped off her, told her, you're the dizziest bitch sitting at this table, Robin. I said, I kind of felt bad for Robin because I was like, bitch, you are being totally disrespected and disregarded at this point. She literally just, I mean, she was talking crazy anyway. She's all hopped up in that hooch, honey, and saying what she thought she wanted to say. And then when she got to Robin, she just was like, Robin, like, bitch, you're broke and bitch, you ain't worth 10 cents. Nobody really cares, bitch. Just shut up, honey. That's what she was giving Robin. I said, oh, it couldn't have been me, honey. I'd have probably threw a drink in the cup at her, too. That was a whole mess. A whole mess. Then she eventually ended up apologizing, but it wasn't a heartfelt apology. It was just shady. She meant what she said. She said what she meant. She meant it in the context that she said, Robin, you ain't shit, bitch. And your feelings don't mean shit. Don't nobody give a fuck. You're the dizziest bitch at this table, laying up there with Juan and living broke, bitch. You dizzy. You're a dizzy bitch. Dummy bitch. That's what she gave her. I said, Crypt Keeper's really on one tonight. Anyway, she said, yeah, and Ray is mad, and you all need to apologize to Ray. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Okay. Okay. Sharice. Sharice is a snake. And I think I've said this before. She's in her confessional and she's steadily telling us, yeah, Karen got tipsy, kept me up all night long, and told me some things that I don't think she meant to tell me. So, being as though she's over there in the confessional, I said, you in the confessional telling the Brown Royal Andy, I guess you're going to tell us, you shady fucking bitch. I guess you're going to tell us, aren't you, with your big head ass. I said, oh, Sharice, honey. You wonder why people don't like you, because you're not very likable. Messy. Um, Next day. Well, before that, one other thing. Talked about in the beginning, Moniece and Candace. Moniece had actually overheard Candace on the phone talking to her fiance. And that conversation that she overheard with her talking to Chris is what prompted her to go there with the whole, I'm going to be on Sharice's side. So I don't know. I think that, quite honestly, I think Monique has ruined any chance of her and Candace actually becoming really good friends, which I thought they were really going to be friends. I don't think that's going to happen. You guys leave it in the comments and tell me what y'all think, but I don't think that's actually going to happen. And for my liking, it wouldn't happen because I wouldn't trust the bitch at all with her drunk ass. Moving on. Okay, so they're in the car. They're in separate cars. They're going to do separate little things. One went pigeon shooting or whatever it was, and the other one clay pigeon shooting, and the other one went fishing. The other group went fishing. So in the one car was Monique, Sharice, Karen, and Giselle. And they all just threw Candace under the bus. And it's like, they're like laughing at her and key and all. Honey, I don't even know why y'all are key and she fucking let y'all have it. Y'all corny. Y'all are corny and y'all trying to deflect. She let y'all have it. And Giselle, she really shut you down. So you need to shut your fucking mouth. Um, Monique sat her ass over to me. I told her to tone it down. She just ain't listening to me. I was like, girl, you're a snake. That I see why you and Sharice are friends. You ain't shit, Monique. You are really falling in on the not like. for me. You girl, you perfect with Sharice. Perfect with your drunk ass. Because guess what Sharice is? She's a drunk ass bitch too. So yeah, perfect. Why don't you go on over to the champagne room, keep on drinking and crash your cars, drunk ass. Anyway, moving on. Robin was with the other group and found that she actually liked hanging out with Candace. She found that she liked hanging out with Candace. I said, uh-huh. And like I said, I kept watching them in the cars and different things. In the car over there with Robin and Candace and Ashley. They were over there and they were talking over there and they were talking about Monique's drinking. And Candace was sitting there ear hustling. I said, uh-huh. Steadily ear hustling. I said, it's all just a mess. It's all a mess. Giselle, your life is so perfect, right? And this whole episode, we keep seeing you're worried about your relationship with Sherman. What's up with you and Sherman that ain't being said? Because they keep skimming over it. What done happened with you and Sherman, Giselle? You ain't happy, and maybe that's why you came on this trip being such a bitch. You needed somebody to take it out on. You know, can't you? I can't stand a whore that be unhappy in their own shit and then go find somebody that they think they could pick on because their shit's fucked up. There goes Giselle. Don't we all know people like that? They all need to go somewhere and sit the fuck down. Anyway, so Giselle decides to tell folks and actually tells Karen, yeah, girl. This whole thing with Blue Eyes, who is actually he's her driver, is what we figured out. He's her driver. Ray knows him. Ray knows about the stories of people saying that Blue Eyes and Karen are messing around. We found out that Ashley's stepson actually saw Sir Blue Eyes and Karen canoodling, making out, in public. And Ashley's been basically running around town telling people. So Giselle had actually approached Ashley about it. And then went ahead and approached Karen and told Karen, yeah, Ashley's running around telling people about it and you need to make her stop. I said, girl, you're miserable. You're miserable. Sounded to me like Sherman might be getting ready to leave you. And you try to fuck up other people's friendships and make other people miserable because your ass is miserable. That sounds like that's what you're doing, Giselle. Is that what you're doing, bitch? Is that what you're doing? You done fucked up church people's money again, and now you want to make everybody miserable again around you? Mess. Anyway, Robin and Ashley, like I said, was having a conversation in that car about Monique's drinking and how much Monique drank. And Monique, just like a drunk, was like, I only had 2 drinks. And Ashley was giving. I said, girl, Ashley, you'll never learn. Somebody gonna fuck you up. You'll never learn. Why don't you learn how to tell your mother no? Why don't you work on that before you be homeless and desolate, you goon? Anyway. So once they had another dinner, and once they got to the table, honey, that Giselle lit it right out there with Karen, and her and Ashley get to going back and forth. And Ashley wasn't really going to back down from it. Before we even got to that, Monique got busted backpedaling and pussy popping because it all started coming out. Monique said this to Candace, and this is why Candace went as Sharice, and all of this. Oh yeah, Monique is the one that said that maybe Sharice is jealous of the friendship that and Candace and Monique was having, and this, that, and the other, and Candace was standing there looking crazy as hell. No, wait, I didn't say that like that. You know, Bravo Andy, honey, was rolling the tapes, backpedaling and pussy popping, and they was like laughing at her. And Robin was like, "Well, I guess she never planned to have them both here," blurting out the things that she fed them both. Girl, backpedaling and pussy popping. I said, Monique, you're a messy bitch. You're a messy bitch who seems to love drama. Is your name Monique Samuels or is your name Joanne the Scammer? Which one is it, girl? Because you seem to me, you're looking like a messy bitch who loves drama. And the only person I know who loves drama like that is Joanne the Scammer, bitch. So who are you again, bitch? Anyway, Busted. So, anyhow, Candace actually apologized to Sharice about the fact that she took it. She said you were acting in a bitch like manner. She said, I really wasn't trying to call you a bitch, but you just started going off, so it just kind of was what it was. Sharice wasn't even getting ready to accept the apology, was starting to be nasty again, and then Ashley cut him off because they were delivering some more food. She cut him off, and I cannot stand that shit. Don't do that. Don't do that, because you can see the Candace was ready to flip and tear Sharice's ass up again, and you gonna start. Don't do that. Don't do that. I can't stand that shit. I can't stand it. Anyway, in the midst of all that going on, Ashley and Karen got to talking, and Ashley wasn't backing down from Karen. She's like, well, whatever. This is what I saw. This is what I've been hearing in the streets. It is what it is. And Karen said, she said, well, Karen, well, just tell me this. Do you and Ray have some type of an arrangement in your marriage? Honey, that goddamn Karen lit out there and said, did Michael have an arrangement with that man in London? I said, oh, below the bell. Honey. And she gave, no, she didn't. But did Michael ever get caught touching that man in public? No, he didn't. But you got caught touching Blue Eyes. I said, oh. Honey, I said, Karen, you need to just shut up, girl, because they're eating you up and making you look crazy out in the streets. And girl, you might want to just leave it alone. Then the next thing you know, Sharice out of nowhere, I don't understand. I'm like, is she trying to get her spot back on the show? She just dropped in there, boom. Well, when you were drunk the other day, you did say to me that Ray asked you for a divorce, and everybody was giving this. Woo! I said, ha, ha, ha. I said, what is Sharice trying to get a peach, honey? What is going on? Like, who just drops those kind of balls? She just bust out, start talking about Blue Eyes the one day, and then you just drop this ball. All these things that Karen was drunk until I said, girl, Karen is going to wring your neck, Sharice. You keep it up, honey. You just keep it up. Anyway, you guys, Potomac has been very interesting. Very interesting. I said, okay, y'all being messy as hell. I'm here for it. But messy as hell. Anyway, all right, you guys, I'll catch y'all next week.